Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Lucifer Season 4, Episode 3. So, I'm really excited to find out why Lucifer, or why Father Kinley went to Lucifer. I mean, obviously he has some info about Chloe, but what is he gonna say? Is he gonna say that, like, oh, Chloe, came behind your back and all that? I did a lot of speculating in the discussion of last episode of like ways that I think it'd be really cool for this episode to go and not like create a whole bunch of like melodrama between Lucifer and Chloe, but that's kind of what this show does is creates melodrama, right? They just make it funny at a lot of points. So I'm interested. But uh but yeah, so we had a lot of stuff. Chloe was kind of will she won't she about roofying Lucifer and letting Father Kinley try to do a exorcism, or Kinsley. I'm sorry, Kinsley, right? Yeah. Whoa. Oh, shit. One spot I wrote Kinsley, one spot I wrote Kinley. Well, great. Good job, me. Anyway, you guys know who I'm talking about. Letting him do an exorcism and all that. But we had them on the set of a reality show where they were catching a murderer and everything. It was a fun episode. I had a fun time mostly because I managed to guess the bad guy fairly early in, and I was a little proud of myself for that. Let's see if we can continue the streak of guessing the bad guy. But anyways, enough talking. Let's start the episode, shall we? Because that's what you guys are here for. So let's get started here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Let's do this. I wonder if they'll recap me on the name so I can actually get it down right. I'll have to fix my notes after this. Okay. Investigator for the Vatican. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. She found him in Rome. Yeah. What? Yeah, that's. Feel like that's not true. It's definitely just trying to appease. Yeah. God damn it. Of course, he's gonna add more. So pretty much what I thought. He's trying to pit Lucifer against her. My guess is to make Lucifer lash out against her and make her recoil back to Father Kinley. Yep. Figure that was the case. Oh no. Uh-oh. What's going on, Ella? Oh, jeez. What's going on, Dan? Hmm. What? Oh my god. That's kind of funny, to be honest. Hmm. Uh, Dan seeding that a little bit again, and then Lucifer is going to be a little more distant, potentially. All I want is for Lucifer to go to talk to Chloe about all this, but, like, oh, this father from Rome told me this, this, and this. Interesting. So they're not aware of it being possible. Oh, maybe. Interesting. So could the baby just be a normal human then? Nice. Okay, so now he's gonna be a little weird around her, rather than her being weird around him. Took you that long to find it? Just did not listen at all either to what she was trying to say. Frickin' Lucifer. It's baffling how they always find cases that relate to their stories. Although sometimes they just make it relate to their own stories, but but the literal stabbing in the back. That's funny. Gang member. God damn it, Lucifer. I don't think it's Mr. Revis. Hmm. She's lying. He doesn't lie to you. For the most part. He also doesn't tell her everything. A regular client? So who's gonna barge in on this client to talk about their problems? Of course. So makes up that excuse and then stays here to burden her with his problems. Ah. Yes, please. Hmm. All right. Seems like I mean, I don't know how gentle he's gonna be about it, but it seems like he really listened to Linda for once. Like at least entirely what she said. Usually he only listens to like part of what she says. Uh Dan. What's going on, Ella? Hmm. What's happened to Ella to make her lose her faith? Oh, okay. Anders Brody, her boss. Hmm. Uh. Lucifer. Strippers. Well, that's an entrance. And that's littering. Hmm. He bought flowers, yeah. Oh! Jesus! What is going on? I don't think he actually killed her, though. Yeah. Jesus, just snap that rope. That boat's just gonna float away. What was pushing the boat backwards? That's not how... When a boat's in the water, you can just pull it in. And it's not gonna... Whoa. Her hair. Kinda. Oh my god. Just... Oh my god. They're gonna fucking drill it into her that she might not enjoy this, and she was all happy last episode about this, and she's having her doubts now. Yeah. I'm pretty certain he didn't kill her. But the question is, who did? Have we seen them yet? Usually we have seen them by now. Right. Shit! A second killing! Knife in the back. Los X's. I mean, maybe it is. What was the name? Mr. Rivas. So someone's killing people who are out of the gang, who left the gang. Hmm. Hmm. What a line. Those eyes, the way he looks at him. Forgiveness. Hmm. Shit. Hmm. Oh, shit. So did he... Oh, so he saw the body. Oh my god. Calm down, guy. Just trying to find reasons why he can change. Hmm. I don't think that's... I think he thinks it's more malicious than he intends, of course. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Panic. Hmm. I mean, he's He's not necessarily worried about you. He wants to be a part of the kid's life, and he's trying to do it the best way he can. But I understand that she's been dealing with everyone bringing this up all day, all of the people in her life, so she's just frustrated. She'll come around. Oh my god, she's gonna give her Linda a knife with a baby toy on the back of it. Yes, so much better, Maze. Good job. She gave Trixie the knife. Do we, though? Oh boy. Dan going off the deep end. Hmm. Okay. Jesus, this guy. Hmm. Hmm. Well, he's just trying to break up their relationship. Ah, so Your Excellency. Who's that then? Interesting. Alright, well, he's gonna rummage through her purse, he's gonna find it, and it's gonna mess with their relationship. It's probably how the episode's gonna end, or something like that, I don't know. Homeless people everywhere. Bringing him to try to do something good. He's getting worried now. They're gonna lawyer up, and then it's gonna violate some kind of freaking. It's gonna like mess up Chloe's warrant or something, isn't it? Damn. Damn. Alright. Oh god. Well, fight it out, I guess. Jeez, this is so risky. I feel like this is a form of, venting for Dan, just risking his life, beating some people up. Damn. Dan's got moves. Oh my god. Hmm. Kind of like the adrenaline rush, the risk, making him forget about his problems for a little bit. Maybe. Jeez. That was kind of a cool move. Oh my god, there's more of them! Well, that's probably not good. Hmm. Come on. Say what you've been told. God damn it, Dan's issue is gonna interrupt them. I still don't know who the murderer is. I guess I'm not guessing it this time. I have no idea. I mean, the only thing I can think of is Mr. Rivas. They haven't shown us anyone else, right? Other than all of those Los X guys, but... Yeah. Kinley, there's no S. Okay. Thank you. Finally. How'd they get out of there? And why did it look like she was standing over the body of someone? Hmm. What happened? I'm confused. Well... Alright, maybe it is Rivas the whole time. Damn. If it is. If this is the case. Yeah, I genuinely don't know this time. We haven't really met anyone else, so... You just broke the door. Oh, okay, never mind. I see. I was gonna say, you just kick the door and don't tell me he's about to shut it and lock it. Okay, but no, he... What? Well, Lucifer is venting. A lot of venting of emotions this episode. Jeez. Hmm. Didn't they say the drug test came back clean? Or was it like... What? What? Oh my god! What? So what connection did that guy have? What? Well, old Dan is back, season 1, doing bad shit. Damn it, Maze. I will. Beef kebabs are great. Hmm. Yeah. Us. A camera? He looked this way. It is. That's funny. Jeez. Okay, this is kind of good. Come on, Lucifer. Come on. Let them talk. Come on. God damn it. Damn. Jesus. I know that's what they were implying, but now we know for sure. Oh shit. Hmm. Well, I was gonna say the drug test came out clean, so Susan never was back on drugs. It was a manipulation by Kinley. You've shown your crazy side now. You are not getting any help. Hmm. Alright. The subtitles said that guy's name, which they haven't said his name in the show yet, I don't think. But I'll write it down just in case. And he was considered your excellency. Yeah. What? What? Oh, Amenadiel. God damn it, Amenadiel. Is it? I don't know. I'm gonna guess she would know better than me, right? I guess proposal for the sake of just the baby can be considered wrong. I guess she's right. I just think she's devaluing his care for for the unborn child. Like, she thinks it's all about her a little bit and not about the baby, you know? I care that you were trying to hurt me. Yep. Explain this right, and hopefully he'll understand. Hmm. Come on, Lucy. This is good though. He's got to understand it in some way, right? But wait for the butt, Lucifer. Wait for the butt, please. I thought that was gonna be a butt, but after spending time with you, after getting to know you, yeah, there's the butt. Okay. Oh, shit. I mean, she didn't say no there, Lucifer. Okay. That was good. They all got their feelings out. I felt like, obviously, this isn't a great conclusion to it, but. And it's not over yet, of course. But, I think they all got their. Oh, he's gonna get out somehow. Will they somehow have, like, something in the bar? Did Vicar just see? Oh, maybe not. William. Alright, well, interesting. We have a prophecy. I was really worried there was going to be like a camera set up in the bar and they saw his true face and Vicar was going to come back. Hmm. I mean, I guess I imagine it would be, right? Who else could it be? And we pan to this girl. Who are you? Hmm. What is going on? Who is this? Is it an angel? Interesting. Okay. Alright. Damn. That is it, guys, for episode 3. I will say, I wasn't the biggest fan of this episode. I felt like, for at least for the start, I very much liked that all the way to like where they started like revealing their feelings, and basically when Lucifer found the flask and everything. I felt like things picked up and was a lot better. I really liked everything from where Lucifer found the flask and on. Before that, I felt like it was just different. It was a different episode, and I think that's what threw me. Like usually the murders are very loosely related to what like the underlining story that's going on in the show. And I think that's what threw me, was because these murders were actually orchestrated by Kinley and stuff like that, and it pertained to the like the main plot of the story. I think it really threw me off because usually we have our serialized cop show where typically when they have a murder, at least by the halfway point you have seen the murderer. But it really threw me off because I really didn't believe it was Revis from the start, mainly because, like, meta perspective, he was the first one we ran into. You know, like, they went to the crime scene, and I'm pretty sure he was the first one they questioned and talked to, and it's almost never the first one they question, you know? Usually it's someone they introduced later, but then they introduced, what was his name? Anders Brody, and he didn't really seem like he was a killer. I wasn't feeling it. And then they didn't really introduce anyone else except for like the big gang of Los X's, you know. And I was really thrown, and it is partially my fault because I spent a lot of time sitting there trying to figure out who the killer was, and maybe I shouldn't have done that because maybe if I would have just watched the episode and wasn't like sitting there looking out for it and trying to guess, you know, I wouldn't have been so like confused when they didn't like introduce anyone else and stuff like that. But yeah, so we now know William Kinley is his full name. Orchestrated all of it. So damn. Um and he's not even hired by the Vatican. He is working on his own and seemingly trying to convince the Vatican, I think. I'm guessing that's who Vicar was. I only know that name because of the subtitles. I don't think they've only referred to him as Your Excellency. So whoever Vicar is a step above, at least Kinley. Maybe multiple steps above is what I mean. Just he addresses him with a higher authority, you know. So, but yeah. So they set up the possibility that I'll get more into that in a bit. I kind of want to go through the episode as I have things written down here. I actually wrote down quite a bit from this episode. But I kind of want to go through some of the stuff that happened early on. They teased the idea that Linda's baby might be normal because when Amenadiel was losing his powers, losing his wings and all of that, he might have became, you know, pretty much fully human to the point where he could have a kid. And they seemed confused by the idea of a human and an angel having a kid. Like, it wasn't something like, oh, that creates a Nephilim. We know this from history and stuff like that. Which is interesting that they never even brought it up. I thought they were going to be like, well, either it's a Nephilim or you just became really human or something. I thought they were going to say something along those lines, but they didn't even mention Nephilim at all. But maybe they want to keep it like a surprise for the people that don't know. Like I know that I'm pretty sure in the Bible, and, you know, I watch Supernatural and stuff like that, when an angel has a child with a human, uh, it's a Nephilim that is spawned from that, you know? So maybe most people that aren't religious might not know that, so they're kind of keeping it a surprise, so when the baby's born, it might have some kind of, you know, divinity, I guess it would be the term. They'll go into it and talk about Nephilims and stuff like that, but yeah. I don't know. So maybe the baby will just be normal. Maybe it won't be a Nephilim at all. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. But yeah, we had Kinley trying to pit Lucifer against Chloe, which is pretty much what I thought was what I thought was going on. Was he was trying? So what I thought was gonna happen, which didn't end up happening, was I thought Father Kinley was going to try to tell Lucifer all of this stuff, which he did, and that did happen. But then I thought his hope was for Lucifer to retaliate against Chloe and maybe make Chloe think like, oh, this guy really is evil, and then she would go back to Kinley and help him do this. Now, he never revealed that entirely, but it kind of like seemed like he was sort of hoping for that. The ulterior motive was what we found out later, which I'll talk about in a bit. Would be the prophecy stuff, but As for Dan, I'll talk about most of the Dan stuff right here while we're at it. Get that out of the way. Dan was out of sorts this episode. This episode was really about like venting frustration, right? We had Lucifer going like venting his frustration. I mean, the whole show is usually about that, where like a lot of the times it's Lucifer venting his frustration about something on a case that they're working on, where he's making the case about him, which is exactly what Father Kinley said. It was actually a little bit meta, where they said like, well, I heard he makes every case about him, you know? It's kind of meta in a way from what, because that's what the show usually does, you know? But but here it was like an even more exaggerated form of that, where Lucifer was really trying to like blow off steam on these people like a lot more actively than he usually is. But then we also had, in a way you could say, Ella was blowing off some steam about her belief in religion and stuff like that. And then we also had Dan blowing off a lot of steam. So, like, by going and doing these bad things, which, you know, made him feel better. I don't know. I don't know exactly what Dan is thinking. You know, obviously he's still grieving about Charlotte's death, and he's kind of just trying to, I think he's just trying to get his mind off it, and doing these bad things is helping him vent his frustration by fighting and stuff like that, while also getting his mind off it a bit while he's doing it. So I'm a little worried about the path that Dan's taking. I hope he doesn't get too in trouble with the law, you know? Like, I don't want season 1 Dan back. Like, maybe something, if he wants to be a little bit more of like a wild card, maybe something in the middle. But I hope it's not going to be like complete revert back to season 1. But on that note, since I just brought it up as well, they had Ella not believing in God anymore, and she even took her cross off and everything. And they made a big point to mention it several times through this episode. So, like, on top of the Lucifer, Chloe, and Father Kinley storyline we have going on here, we have another little storyline seemingly that they're starting with Ella being a little out of sorts and not believing as much anymore. So I wonder what, like, they obviously have to go into what's shaken her belief, right? Like, they haven't even touched on it. So I guess that'll be pretty interesting to find out. I really like Ella as a character, and I heard there were some people that were really iffy with the whole aspects of like the episode with Ella's imaginary friend being Ezreal, I think was her name. Kind of keeping an eye on Ella here and there and stuff like that. But I really love the episode. I really like Ella. I like her having these ties to the divinity, even though she doesn't even realize it. You know, I've always absolutely just loved her character. So maybe getting a little bit more focus on what's going on with her would be really cool. But yeah. Other than that, really we had these murders, which we now know were orchestrated by Father Kinley in order to lead up all the way up to that moment where they had the double-sided window. And it did seem weird, like when he walked in that room and Revis was sitting there in that chair. I briefly thought to myself, I didn't say it out loud, but I briefly thought to myself, like, oh, he's for sure like I guess I didn't know what was going on, but it felt like he was waiting for someone, right? Like he was sitting there in the middle of a room. Like, it wasn't like he was sitting there eating dinner at a kitchen table. He was just sitting in a chair, you know? So, I mean, it all makes sense now that we know that it was a trap with double-sided window. He looked over there, too, and said, like, I'm sorry, I failed, and all that, trying to get Lucifer to reveal his true face. So that way, Vicar would see it and all that, so. But I'm actually really glad that it went this way, especially because, like, leading up towards the end of the episode where we had kind of Lucifer and Chloe lay it all out on the table, and now that it's all up in the open, I feel like they can take it and move forward from here and not just be stuck on this one, like, stuck on these secrets, you know, and like hinting at things through their cases and stuff. It's now all there. They've said it, and they can work on it. You know, Chloe didn't say that she can't accept it. She said, I don't know. And that's better than lying and say, like, yes, I can accept it, even though she can't. I don't know is a perfectly fine answer. It does not mean no, you know? She just needs time to really figure it out and everything. And yeah, I definitely think that they're going to be pushed apart for a time. Lucifer's probably going to be off the edge a little bit, but I definitely see this. I could have seen it breaking worse, and it would have been a little bit more unbelievable to see them get back together after, because obviously we're going to return to the status quo. You know, this isn't the last season. It's not going to be like Lucifer's like, well, you know, there's nothing left for me here, and just leaves, and then the show ends, you know? Maybe I could consider that if it was the last season, but unfortunately, meta perspective, I know it's not. So they're probably going to get back together. But yeah, so we have. It's kind of funny because Kinley might have inadvertently caused what that prophecy coming true. It might have been Kinley that causes it, right? Because now that, like he said here, that it was when the devil finds his first love, evil, like a great evil will be released. So I actually have a feeling that that prophecy is probably true. I actually think that Kinley isn't gonna be like the big bad of the season. I think it possibly could be this great evil, or maybe Kinley is the bad guy of the season, but maybe it's building up to the next season. Like maybe at the end of this season, the great evil will be released, right? And then next season will be about dealing with whatever that great evil is. So, but I do actually think that Kinley's prophecy is something that is going to come true. I think there will be this release of great evil. Now, he seemed very confirmed that it was Chloe, but as he said that, it cut to this other woman at the very end that we have no idea who it was. The way she looked around, the way she like walked up to the bar and said like so many choices, the way she was so hesitant to drink her drink, I feel like she's some sort of divinity. Like, I feel like she might be an angel that maybe Lucifer liked when he was, you know, back in heaven before he was sent to hell or something like that. I could very much be wrong, but it feels like it could be something like that, and that might be the first love that Kinley was really afraid of, which leads me to why I think that Kinley might have caused this, is because now that Lucifer is on the outs with Chloe, that will give him even more ample opportunity to fall back in love with maybe this being his first love that shows up at his bar, and I'm sure we'll meet next episode, you know, and Kinley inadvertently pushed Lucifer closer to that person and caused that problem, you know. So, but yeah, interesting. I definitely gotta say, like, I mean, I already said it once, but that later half of the episode really saved this episode for me. It went from me being, like, you know, partially through, you might have even been able to see it in my reaction, because, like, I felt like I was very, like, mellow with things that happening and stuff like that, and I was, like, but then it, like, really picked up for me, so, I think that last bit very much saved the episode. But I also didn't really care for the whole Linda stuff this episode, because I understand everyone is, you know, being very clingy and nosy and sharing their own opinions even though she didn't ask for it, and that can be very annoying when someone is just, when it's something that you don't really want to talk about and people are just coming to you and sharing their opinions on it, you know? It's like, just leave me alone. This is my problem to deal with, you know? I don't need to hear what you think right now. I totally get that. I do. But I feel like Amenadiel genuinely just wants to be in this kid's life. And I feel like it's even, like, I do agree with her that it was for the wrong reasons, a proposal. I didn't at first. I disagreed at first, but after thinking about it, I do think that, oh, I got you pregnant, we're having this kid, I'll marry you because I want to be there for the kid. It is the wrong reasons. It's not because he loves her, right? Even though there might be a little bit of love still in there from when they dated and everything, it's not, they haven't formed that connection yet that leads to getting married. So I get that. It makes sense. So I apologize for doubting her at first. I just didn't really think it through very well. But I was a little frustrated with Linda because on the flip side, maybe he proposed for the wrong reasons, but I definitely think he's there for the right reasons. He's not, she seemed to think that he's only there to try to, like, coddle her and, like, well, not that. She thinks that he's only there out of duty. Like, she thinks that he only wants to be there because he feels responsible to be, like, he feels this responsibility as the father to be there. But I don't think that's the case. I think Amenadiel genuinely wants to raise this kid and be a father to this kid, As Lucifer stated, like, you can't do worse than our father. He wasn't even there. And I think that really pushed Amenadiel to wanting to be there even more, He doesn't want to be like his own father. So I was a little frustrated with Linda, which is why I doubted what she said later on in the episode with the whole proposal thing. But yeah. Anyway, it was a whole thing. Hopefully they can, Linda can kind of calm down and they can talk it through and find a way for Amenadiel to be a part of the kid's life without frustrating Linda in the process, and find a way. Because, Amenadiel was trying to find something, like, last episode, he was spending the whole episode trying to find a reason to stay. He asked Dan, like, why do you live here? Trying to find a reason for him to stay and all this stuff. And then he finds out Linda is pregnant. So now he has his reason to stay, So, but anyways, I think that's going to be it for me, guys. That was a great episode. Like, obviously, I stated the first half wasn't especially great for me, but the second half was amazing. And I can't wait to see whatever this great evil that I imagine will be coming for sure, is, What, I wonder if it's, because, like, the mother was something made up, right? So the show can just make something up. Like, that prophecy probably, or might not really exist in the, in the Bible or Christian lore or anything, Maybe it does, I don't know. I don't know Christian lore very well, but yeah. They could just make something up, so who knows what it could be. I was thinking, like, could it be somehow like the Antichrist sort of thing? But I don't know. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it regardless, whether we see it this season or next season. I think it's a fun build-up. But yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more from me. This was a Patreon exclusive show, which means that you can see the entire rest of Lucifer. Every single season that follows this one all the way to the end of the show will be on my Patreon if you're watching this on YouTube right now. So check that out. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.